Hey Taurus, welcome to Wild Pearl Tarot. Today we're going to be doing a timeless tarot and oracle reading for you, asking what's coming towards you in life at the time of viewing this. Of course, only take what resonates and empowers you. Leave the rest. If you'd like for me to pray for you, if you'd like other Taurus and cross watchers to pray for you as well, say hi in the comments section, leave an emoji, share what you're going through. Just gives us something that represents your energy that we can focus on. Only love and light in this space, you guys. So we start with the message, let go of guilt. When you allow your light to shine brightly, you inspire others. Forgive yourself for what you think you've done or not done, and trust that God loves you unconditionally for who you are, Taurus. Learn and grow from past mistakes instead of berating yourself for them. Really interesting. Let me get another message to guide the reading, and then we'll jump into tarot. We have two that popped out. I choose to take a higher perspective and widen my views. That for sure is letting go of guilt. That message represents. I explore my wildness and dance in pleasure. What? Put on your dancing shoes, Taurus. Yeah, it's like let go of guilt, let go of everything. Just start dancing. Explore my wildness and dance in pleasure. It suggests that like the amount of relief and like lightening the load by going easy on yourself. Okay, what you going through? Does this apply to you? If you're still with me, it might. Okay, what do my Taurus need to know? Coming towards them, we have conflict card. Maybe you've been in conflict with yourself or others. The Hanged Man. Messages coming through. 8 of Wands. That gets interesting. I'm looking forward to unpacking that. So this could be, this is fast moving energy. And sometimes it's even travel. It's coming towards my Taurus at the time of viewing this. 4 of Cups and 1 more. And then we'll unpack them. The Queen of Swords. Okay, let's talk about this 5 of Wands. This is definitely occupying this mind space and heart space of being right, maybe feeling like you have to stand up for yourself, or this can sometimes even talk about competition, being in a competitive environment. Why is this coming out for Taurus? Healing, I love. Okay, cool. So you are coming out of maybe a guarded place, a place of conflict that you've been in, and actually you're going to feel like you don't have to be on guard as much, like you don't have to be as withheld, you don't have to withhold your energy as much. There's kind of this opening up, relaxing a little bit with the 4 of Pentacles upside down. So you can see that when 4 of Pentacles is upright, he's just holding on to everything. That makes him feel stable and safe and calm and reassured. You know, this is self-preservation because one feels like they have to preserve themselves. Sometimes this is being if this were a money reading, this would be like saving your money, not letting one coin leave your purse. So, but something about this conflict, in the midst of this conflict, you are releasing from this place of self-preservation and protectiveness, and you're getting healing. 6 of Swords. Well, that's wonderful. It's a defensiveness. It's kind of going away. With this Hanged Man energy, this is getting a different perspective. The wheel signifies a movement, progress. Something's coming either back around or you're making progress forward with a perspective. It's, but there's been delays. It's like this perspective has been a long time in coming. And you could not get it in any other way but having gone through what you had to go through to get it. That's the Hanged Man. It's a really interesting card because there's a sacrifice to getting a certain perspective. You're seeing in areas where, I mean, this is actually like super adulting. Kudos to you, Taurus. You're seeing areas where you've kept yourself limited. Maybe self-beliefs that were limiting a situation or where you could go in it. And instead of like running away from it, once you get this perspective, it's like you double down on deep focus and work. What are we deeply focusing and working on? something that maybe you felt indecisive about before. And it could be maybe collaborating with this could be therapy. This could also be coworkers, working together on something. This is collaborative energies. Now this introduces into your reading energies of other people and the role you play in that dynamic. And it seems non-committal up until now. It seems like Two of Pentacles suggests there's been kind of this wishy-washy, maybe reprioritizing things. You're getting a perspective that allows you a way forward. And it's like I feel like there's a deeper commitment to this collaboration, whether it's therapy or it's coworkers. Because I can't tell you, this doesn't look super lovey-dovey. I gotta say, Taurus, it's more about a relationship dynamic with yourself. And specifically being right and also feeling safe and trusting in a collaborative environment. So that's what I can tell you so far. Now we might get a couple of lovey-dovey messages pop out and it'll really apply to a relationship, but it seems like it's not limiting us to a career or relationship. It's kind of deeper than that. What's this Eight of Wands? This is the one I was interested in unpacking, the Moon card, something you don't see. Because it suggests messages are coming forward. There's movement, there's action usually attached to this. Clarity on this. Bear with me. I'm not going to start talking before I know what the message is. And some messages are more complex than others. Oh my God. When I ask for clarity on the High Priestess, we get the High Priestess from a whole nother deck. Okay, we're listening. I think you ultimately are entertaining another opinion, or let me say it this way, you're alternatively entertaining another perspective. And something that I think you would normally reject, you're actually looking past. Something that reject even might be a hard word for it. Like you just didn't feel excited about. And this could deal with your partnership, with a partnership. Clarity on this King of Wands. Interesting. There's our Two of Pentacles. It's like working, there's something, okay, I need to shut up and I need to get a couple more cards. What is this Two of Cups? Because this is big. What's the Two of Cups? Lovers. This could be a relationship reading for some of you guys, okay? Either way, it's either a romantic or it's a partnership. Listen, it's like saying yes to this partnership and collaborating with this partnership. We keep on getting that collaboration card along with the Two of Pentacles. Again, collaboration card with the Two of Pentacles. Same cards, different decks, flying on top of each other, okay? This is working for a good outcome, looking past your side of the story and entertaining an alternate perspective. But I think what you've been hiding is I think you felt really independent on this up until now. And it could have been to safeguard yourself from disappointment or upset, Three of Swords. But we get that card of deception suggesting that all the while you've been acting in your own interest, but not in a mean, selfish way, actually out of a place of like, I know, it's kind of like if you want to get a job done right, got to do it yourself. It's like, I know that I'm capable of doing this, or I know what I've been through in life, and I'm not going to entertain somebody else's rhetoric or dialogue or whatever. When I know deep down, I'll smile on the surface if I have to. Bless their hearts. I will smile on the surface if I have to, but deep down I know what I'm looking out for myself. There's a self-preservation there. It's there for a reason. It's not you being a douchebag. It's not that simple. But what it turns into is a disinterest or an apathy towards a partnership. When we've got 2 of Cups with the Lover's card, I gotta cover up the boobies, but the Lover's card is also a choice. So you do get a choice here, but it's almost like making the surface and the interior and the exterior match. I feel like you've had something going on in the interior, inside of you, that is different than what you've been expressing on the outside. And so, but it's about feeling safe to express that, So I think that it's created conflict because, of course, they're chafing against each other. They're opposites. There's a tug of war. And this is what tug of war card. This is like the humming and hawing. This is the dithering. This is the going back and forth or confusion. And it's all a confusion about whether or not to collaborate. Well, I mean, when the insides and the outsides of your own spirit and body are not working together, how can you collaborate with anybody else, right? So you got to start there. And so it's getting on common ground with yourself. And being truthful, I mean, this is where it leads us to the Queen of Swords. I want to hit that in just a second because the Queen of Swords just cuts through with truth, and sometimes that's a deep relief. But I want to first talk about this King of Wands. Now, King of Wands can be a fire sign, a Sagittarius, Leo, or Aries. It doesn't have to be, though. Either way, they have attributes of a fire sign. So whether this is you stepping into this energy, or I feel like the energy around you, maybe it's the collaborative energy that wants to work with you, the partner here. The King of Wands is a visionary. They have ideas. They enjoy the sensations of inspiration. They enjoy that spark. They don't back down from it. They go towards the light, the spark, the excitement. And they have an entrepreneurial mindset. They're always asking, they're like thinking into the future. They're asking, what if, they're great visionaries, and they like to kind of tell people, it's other people who do really well carrying out the vision of these individuals. They're very confident. They can be very attractive. This is a love reading. But there's kind of some fear around this individual. With the moon, there's almost a sense of like, I don't see everything. I wish I could they're not as readable as you. Taurus, you are salt of the earth. I feel like people oftentimes trust Taurus very quickly because, and of course, this is a stereotype. So if you're a sneaky Taurus, then throw it out. But like, I feel like Taurus are just kind of like, they got nothing to hide. They're kind of like, what you see is what you get, baby. And I think there's something about this character that you're like, I can't quite see every angle of their being and who they are. And I think it's created some distrust or some mystery around them and maybe some fear. And that's where we've got our Two of Pentacles going back and forth. And so it's like, you're not in the wrong for this, but it's actually getting very real with why you feel this way, because it's affecting a collaboration. In some of your cases, affecting a love relationship. So let's get to this Queen of Swords. And this is going to be an extended for any of you guys who like much longer readings, love to get advice on it. That link will be in the description box below. For right now, I want to learn about this Queen of Swords because she's a truth finder. She's also a boundary setter. Somebody needed to hear that. Queen of Swords. You need to know for my Taurus. This is Queen of Swords. Oh, dang. The truth. Some say this truth sets you free. Some could say, in this case, the truth stops everything in its tracks. We have the Hanged Man and we have the Knight of Pentacles upside down. So it's like it stops everything, but not forever. It brings things to a halt for sure. Whatever this truth is that needs to pop out. But the Hanged Man suggests that this is where the heavy lifting is. This is perspective. This is where there is actually a really good perspective to be gained here. Once you see it, you can't unsee it. And what about that? Why do we need to know about that? Yep. I think you're right about something. I think somebody's calling out the truth as they see it, and it might be around something they don't trust. I feel like this is you, Taurus. In most cases, it's going to be you. There's victory here suggesting like, yeah, somebody's picking up on some tricky energy here. Maybe it's manipulative, or maybe it's just, it has good intentions, but it's just like there's a tricky situation here. And Taurus, I think that you enjoy seeing things the way you like receiving. How do I want to say this? You like to treat people the way you treat them. You like everything to be kind of out in the daylight, the truth, just like salt of the earth. What you see is what you get. You're going to appreciate that. And if you feel like there's something sneaky, if you feel like there's something hidden, or you don't quite understand what their angle is, things aren't going to move forward. They just aren't. So that's where you can see the stubbornness of the Taurus come through, the earth. And I think you get to the truth. I think with the Queen of Swords, this is somebody who draws boundaries, who tells it like it is. And while you've been maybe smiling and working a little bit on the surface with this energy, you keep butting up against something on the inside. And I think this is where you get very real with that. I'm going to go into the extended. I hope that was helpful. Hey, remember, let go of guilt. Learn and grow from past mistakes instead of berating yourself for them. Don't know why you got that message, but it was obviously necessary for some of you guys. I'm going to go on to the extended. Take good care. This is where I leave you. Mwah! Please like and subscribe if you enjoy this family.